Loudoun County, Virginia is known for gravel and charm. Middleburg showed up big, but could Bluemont, with solo roads and cidery vibes, outdo it? Alright, so just finished lunch. I'm still out here in Middleburg trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I did have some plans tomorrow on Sunday. Family is up in New England right now, but it seems like my schedule tomorrow just cleared up. I think I'm going to stay here in this area, and I'm going to do another gravel ride tomorrow. Why not? Alright, so I'm heading over to Henway Cider, which is only about, I believe, 10 miles away from here in Bluemont, Virginia. So it's just a little bit north of here. I have stayed there before, and it's a great place with great views of the mountains. All right, so we arrived at Henway and the Great Country Farm store. Got some stuff, got some cider, got some blueberry muffins, and I got a latte. So one thing I like about this place is it has the porta potties, just in case. Tucked away at the base of the Blue Ridge, Henway Cider is more than just a cidery. It's a peaceful farm stop with local flavor. From small batch cider to fresh market goods at the country farm store, this spot made the perfect base camp for a quiet night and next day ride. It was an amazing day today. Went out with Scott to ride in Middletown or Middleburg. Now I'm unexpectedly at Henway Cider and Brewery here in Bluemont, Virginia. Unexpected because I was supposed to go home and do something tomorrow, and here I am. So since I got freed up for tomorrow, I am extending my stay here in Loudoun County to do another ride tomorrow. Maybe another shorter ride, we'll see. It depends on the elevation. Still got plenty of battery on my e-bike though. All right, now I'm just watching the sunset, enjoying the beautiful weather out. It's mid 70s right now. It topped off at 81 degrees earlier today. Now it's a little cooler, but it's just beautiful out here. Just enjoying a cider. Got the Concord. I thought I grabbed a pina colada from the fridge, but I have 2 in there. I grabbed 4 total. It's just a good time to reflect on the day, how much of a great day we've had, or I had today. I don't know about Scott. Scott's going to be recovering tonight. That gravel ride out there is just so far top notch. And then we had great food. Middleburg, it's my first time in Middleburg. Enjoyed our time out there. So would I recommend Middleburg and riding in Middleburg? Absolutely. It was just a gorgeous ride. Scott enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Kind of took it easy. It took us, 2.5 hours to do 23.5 miles. I think tomorrow's going to be a little bit faster. Other than that, I am just going to enjoy tonight. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that cold. Probably in the 50s, high 50s. Right now it isn't too bad. So why do I like these trips? It's a nice way to reset. You have a hard week or just doing the monotonous stuff. It's nice to get out in the country, do a ride, get some sun, get exposed to fresh air. In the case of gravel riding, sometimes it's dusty air. But overall, just a great way to reset, really. I come home after a trip like this, nice and refreshed. But that is why I do this stuff. It's good for my mental health and good for my physical health. All right, here we go. To an almost 20-mile ride from Henway Hard Cider. This one's got nearly 1,200 feet of elevation and 84% gravel. I'm passing the iconic Big Cow, roll through a covered bridge, and head out onto scenic Foggy Bottom Road. Let's go!
Starting on tarmac here, and it's about 80% unpaved gravel route. So we should be hitting gravel here pretty soon. There we go, gravel. Got a nice view here. It's the Red Gate Farm. It's a nice backdrop here. You got the stone wall, you got a horse farm, and a mountain in the backdrop. We should be turning right here. It's Ridgeside Road. Ridgeside Road. Heading towards the mountain. It's a looser gravel here. We're going to be taking a right here. Trapp Road. That's a gorgeous big house. Look at all these cherry blossoms. And more cherry blossoms here. We're going to be turning here soon on Millesville Road. I'm going to be climbing up here pretty soon. Alright, here comes the climb. Alright, there's something peaceful about Millesville Road. Just you, the gravel under your tires, and the views. It's easy to forget how close we are to DC out here. Just taking a quick break and enjoying this view. Got a nice country road ahead of me. Look at that. It's pretty narrow, but you got some great mountain views. The weather is actually really good right now. It's probably low 70s. There's a little breeze, and it just helps out enough. Good ride. All right, getting back on tarmac here pretty soon. Here we go. All right, I missed the turn, so I had to make a U-turn. I'm turning into Melbourne Road now. Melbourne Road. We're at the 10-mile mark, and we're going to be turning left here on Quaker Lane. Oh yeah, now we're having fun. Little downhill action on Quaker Lane. Now here's a small road. Oh. Alright, we're going to be turning here, turning left on Unison Road.
Unison, the town of Unison.
So this area has rich history, including sites related to the Civil War. Unison was a significant site that had a skirmish during the Battle of Unison in 1862. So this is a Civil War trail. Alright, we're back on gravel here. We're going to be turning right onto Fur Road. So on this route, we're riding through Trapp, Willisville, and Unison. It's perfect for gravel rides. The terrain includes rolling hills with some moderate climbs. The gravel is pretty smooth and not too bad. It's early spring out here in Loudoun County. Some trees are starting to wake up, but most are still looking pretty bare. Got a nice group of riders here.
We're at the 15-mile mark. We're going to be turning left here on Airmont Road, back on tarmac. Clear. Turning right here on Ebenezer Church Road. Back on gravel.
Now that's a nice spring country scene. Be turning left at Yellow Schoolhouse Road. So like I was saying earlier, it's spring out here. Kind of cool riding through that in between season. The pollen isn't too heavy yet. Now, how's that for a view of the Blue Ridge Mountains? Alright, we're gonna turn here on Hollow Oak Road. Alright, this is our last turn. We're going to be turning right back into Foggy Bottom Road.
We're almost there.
So I'm wrapping up this ride.
Probably about less than a mile now. It was a great ride. A lot of gravel, a lot of views of the mountain. I have to find out what mountain this is. Wants to guess if it's Bluemont. Anyway, it's more residential than it was at Middleburg. Middleburg had a lot of horse farms. That was their thing. And they were perfectly manicured and landscaped. Just gorgeous. A lot of larger estates rather than just houses and small farms, which Bluemont has. Anyway, we're gonna be turning here soon. All right, just wrapping up here. Switch out shoes and I'm gonna go get changed. Had a great time here. Great weather last night and today. It's mid-70s right now. They're starting to have some cloud cover. There wasn't cloud cover earlier. It was like clear blue skies completely. Now there's cloud cover, so I'm pretty much done here. I'm gonna be leaving soon. Had an overnight stay here. I'm gonna grab lunch at a beer garden about 10 miles away, something like that, off Route 7. And then I'm gonna head home after that. So if you're an RVer, and I highly recommend that you get a Harvest Host subscription or membership. It's not that much, less than I think $100. I have a link in the description below. You can actually use my link so you can get a small discount and I'll get a discount on my membership. Join that and then you can get to stay in places like this. Just make sure your RV is fully equipped, all enclosed. It has a bathroom, facilities, etc. There are no, some Harvest Hosts have hookups. This one doesn't have one, so it's just dry camping basically. But you have great views. So each and every single one is sort of different. So there are some great routes that you can take here from the Great Country Farm Store. And if you have kids and they're RVing, they actually have a lot of activities for kids in the back, like farm activities. They have animals, etc. back there. And then if you like cider, they have a cidery place here. They have bingo tonight. As far as cycling, there's a lot of great cycling out here. Not a lot of climbing. Well, you can get some climbing if you want to. For me, I just basically kept it since I rode 20-something miles yesterday. Wanted to keep it a mild ride today. Other than that, a lot of great gravel rides. The roads are good. Yeah, there are great routes out here. I did the southern route from this location. Did a loop, 20-mile loop, about 20 miles. You can probably add on to it. Last time I just rode around the farm. Or you can ride the northern route. I think next time I'll ride the northern route and check that out. But yeah, overall, great experience out here. Day 1, we did Middleburg, and day 2, we did Bluemont area. So thumbs up. This area has a lot of great gravel riding, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it, especially if you have a camper van or have an RV with you. Great, thank you. I got the Hefeweizen. Some refreshing after a ride. Alright, so check out that burger. Fries look good.
And that's a wrap on this Loudoun County solo getaway. Gravel roads, mountain views, and a quiet night camping at the Cidery. Funny how the simple trips stick with you the most. If you missed part 1, be sure to check it out to see how this whole weekend started. Thanks for riding along. If you liked it, hit that like button, maybe subscribe, and I'll catch you out there on the next one.